are suggestions that the council's spending plans on Sure Start amount to a real terms cut of £281,000. What's your view of the allegation, and what would you do about handling Sure Start funding? Councillor Chambers.
Well, let's get this in context. There is no cut in and no reduction in the Sure Start provision here in Medway, unlike other areas where there have been limited reductions. So there is a budget of somewhere in the region, I think, of 6.5 million, and the actual money that is being spent this year or made available for Sure Start is actually £4,000 less than that figure. There is this higher figure which is bandied about, which is indicating that we haven't added inflation into our Sure Start budgeting. We haven't added inflation to any extent into any of the council's budgeting this year, and in fact the inflationary element that is mentioned, which brings us up to this 280 odd thousand, is mainly affected by wages, and those who are working in Sure Start, like everywhere else across the council, their wages are frozen.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Godwin.
Well, of course, the question is right. In my interpretation, the figure is correct, because real terms is essentially about what you get now plus normal uplift. Now, whilst it's true that staff pay has been frozen, think of all the other costs associated with running the place: heating, lighting, fuel costs, which are probably running much higher than their normal rate of inflation. So the true comparison about the funding of Sure Start is very much as the questioner suggested. There is a real cut of something like 280,000. Let's remember what caused this, though. The last Labour government who set up the Sure Start scheme ring-fenced the funding for Sure Start. The coalition government decided to remove that ring-fencing and say it's just part of the overall allocation to each local authority. So then you get into these situations where services are not protected, and these services are critical in supporting the most vulnerable families in our community. And I think it's quite wrong to take any funding away from them in terms of their future.
Thank you. Councillor Judy.
There's been a lot of talk about Sure Start, but actually, as most of the wages for the council employees were frozen, there might be a small cut if you take inflation, if you take out the wage inflation. But I don't think it's anywhere near the kind of cuts what people are talking about. Sure Start is a very important service, and I will hope that it will be guaranteed that the service will continue. But nothing is sure at the moment in political life. I think it provides a very good service, and we will do our utmost to protect it if we're elected, because it does provide a service for those poor and disadvantaged families who need help, and it does prevent extra costs later on in life. If you don't, it's better to step in early in somebody's life than it is to leave it until they're teenagers. So I definitely will be 100% trying to keep the money for Sure Start. But we've got to remember these are hard times, and there will be some tightening of maybe people's wages, and I'm not happy about that at all, because all my family have had wage freezes for a number of years now.